Hello everyone, Schooner007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 season replay from Inside Pitch. It's opening day for the Washington Nationals taking on the Atlanta Braves. On the mound for Washington today, it is Oakland Perez going up against Tim Hudson. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off the second baseman, Kelly Johnson. Batting second, the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Batting third, the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Mark Teixeira. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jeff Francoeur. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Brian McCann. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Matt Diaz. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Mark Coste. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Tim Hudson. This is a 2008 replay, so this was before the universal DH rules. And Oakland Perez is on the mound for the Washington Nationals. Let's take a look at his stats, how he did in the actual season. He was 7-12 with a 4.34 ERA, pitched 159.2 innings, allowed 182 hits, 119 strikeouts, and 51 walks. All right, here is the first pitch. And this game is on the way. 2-3, that's a 12 for a strikeout chance. No, the 12 is too high. 4-3, that is a ground ball to the shortstop for out number one. Escobar now up. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Home run chance on a 1-19. That's a 9. We need a 4 or less for Escobar. 18 is too high. 6-2, however, that is a question mark number. That is an 8, and that is a single, and Escobar gets on base. Infield going to go to double play depth. Strategy roll is a 9. Next up, Chipper Jones. Here's the pitch. 6-6. That is a single. No, it's not. It's a 19. 19 is out of the range of a 1-11. 6-3. And Chipper gets on base, and Escobar's going to go to third. Strategy rolls a 13. Runner in scoring position. They're going to bring the corners in for Mark Teixeira. 1-1. That's a strikeout. 2 away, and they're going to keep the corners in for Jeff. Here's the pitch. 1-3. Strikeout result 19 is too high. 6-6. That's a single. And we check the runner advancement. We have a 6. The lead runner is thrown out. And the 2 is not greater. So that is a throw out for the lead runner. And Chipper Jones is out to retire the side. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Braves leading by 1. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Washington Nationals. Leading off, the shortstop, Kristen Guzman. Batting second, the center fielder, Lastings Millage. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Austin Kearns. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Paul Loduca. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Eliza Dukes. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Ronnie Bellard. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Odias Perez. Tim Houston is on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. Let's take a look at his stats and how he did through the regular season. He was 11-9, had a 3.17 ERA, pitched 142 innings, allowed 125 hits, 85 strikeouts, and 35 walks. Here's the pitch to Christian. 5-1. That is a hit by pitch result. Nothing happening there. 3-2. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. And just like what happened at the top of the half, the first batter ground out to the shortstop. All right, Milt Lastings up next. 4-3, possible error. 1-2, no error. And Lastings gets on base. That is past the shortstop. Strategy rolls a 6, a hit and run result. Here's the pitch. 6-6. That is a strikeout result on a 14. That is too high. 3-3. And that is a 1. So that's going to advance Lastings to second. The out's going to take place at first. 2 away. Lastings in scoring position. He is on second. Next up, Nick Johnson. 6-1. Range play at Nationals Park. Nationals Ballpark deducts 2 from strikeouts, but gives a +2 to walks. 5-4. That is a question mark 9. That's a double. Needs a 1-3 for it to pass. That's a 6. He failed that. And we have a tie game here in the first. $12 on the strategy die. Nick Johnson on second. Austin Kearns up to bat. Here's the pitch. 3-1. That's a strikeout result there. 13 is too high. 6-6. That's a single. Johnson goes to third. Austin singles past the third baseman. They are now going to bring the corners in. Here we go. 1-1. Error. Error on a ground ball. 5-1. That is to the shortstop. That is a 4. Needs a 1-6 for it to be not in error range. That's a 4. We have an error, and that is a 1-base error for that. So 2-1 in favor of the Nationals, and they are keeping this inning alive. All right, we go down to Eliza Dukes. 4 on the strategy roll, nothing happening there. Here's the pitch, 6-5. That's a 10, struck him out. And no, we don't, but I'm just going to double check that. Nope, everything's fine on that there. So 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. As we go to the bottom of the second, McCann, Diaz, and Coste due up for the Braves. There's the pitch. 4-5. That's a blank. 2-1. And that's a fly out to Millage. Gets under that and pops it into his glove. Next up is Mike Diaz. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Home run result on a 1-19. 15. That's in range. We need a 9 or less. That's a 19. That's too high. 2-6. And that's a fly out to right field. Kearns making the play on that. And 2 away. Next up is Mark Coste. 6-6 question mark. Double star and a 1-15. The 20 is too high. 2-2. And that's a ground out to the second baseman. 3 up, 3 down for the Braves. The Nationals retire them in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Ronnie, Odious, and Christian due up. Here's the pitch for Christian. 2-1. That is a question mark result. The 19 is too high. We go to the batter card. 1-6. And Ronnie gets on base. Next up is the pitcher, Odious Perez. Here's the pitch. 4-2 strikeout result on a 19. That's too high. We go to Odious. 3-4. And that is a ground ball to second base. And that is going to be a fielder's choice. Ronnie's going to go to first, and Odious is out at first. Oh, Ronnie goes to second, and Odious is out at first on a fielder's choice. All right, we go to the top of the order. Christian Guzman up. He's 0 for 1 in the game today. Here's the pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. We go to Christian. 1-5. That's a single. And on a single to the shortstop, and that's going to advance Ronnie home. And they score 2 on that. Infield is at double play depth. Lasting Millage is 1 for 1 with a run scored in the game today. 6-1 range play at Nationals Ballpark. We go to the ballpark card. 1-6. And that is going to go to the right field. On a 1-3, the 2 is in range. He gets it. 2 away. Ray Zimmerman, 0 for 1. Guzman on first. 1-4. Oh, that's a strikeout result there on a 12. The 12 is too high. 4-3. And that is a fly out to center field. And they leave 1 stranded. One run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the third. Tim, Kelly, and Uno due up. All right, here's the pitch to the pitcher, Tim Hudson. 4-5, that's a blank. And we're going to go 4-5 on his card, and that is a ground out to second base. All right, we go to the top of the order. Kelly Johnson. 0 for 1. 5-2, and that is a strikeout result. 9 is too high. We go to Kelly's card. 4-5, and that is a fly out to center field. 2 away. All right, here's the pitch to Junior Escobar, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. 4-5. That is a blank. 1-4, and that is a ground out to back to the pitcher. So Diaz takes it and just tosses it back to first base, who makes the quick out there. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Braves. Nick Johnson, Austin Kearns, and Paul Loduca due up for the Nationals. The score after 2. After 3.5, it's 1-3 in favor of the Nationals. Johnson is 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. 1-2, that's a blank. He's looking at his stats today here in the game. 1-4, and he doubles to second and gets on base. Strategy rolls of 14, nothing happening there. The infield is going to go to double play depth. They're going to try to go for a double play. 1-2, 1-2, and I clicked the wrong box. That is a blank. 4-4, and that is a fly out to third base. No, that is a grounder to third base. And on a ground out to second base, runners advance. No, it needed to be only a 6 would advance Nick Johnson, and the 2 holds him at second. 1 away. They're still going to go to double play depth. 2-1. That's a question mark result. Right-handed batter on a 1-12. Nothing happening there. That's a 17. It's too high. 4-6. And that is a ground ball back to Chipper Jones. And once again, Nick Johnson is stuck at second. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. And Dukes is up, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 6-5. 15 on the strikeout result is too high. 6-3. That's a single. And that is going to bring Johnson home, because that is a 3-6 range there from second to home. He got it. So Ronnie Bellard is now up. He's 1 for 1 in the game, 14 on the strategy roll, 2 outs. And Tim Hudson can face 10 more batters before he is tired. 6-5. That is a strikeout result. The 16 is too high. The pitch, here's the answer to that. 2-3. And that is going to put runners on first. That is going to put runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Odious Perez. 6 on the strategy die, nothing happening there. 4-5. That's a wild pitch. 19. Nothing happening there. That's too high. 1-4. Ground ball to third base. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. And Washington leads 4-1 after 3. Chipper Jones, Teixeira, and Jeff Franco is due up. Here's the pitch. 5-6. Home run result, and Chipper Jones knocks one. And Chipper Jones knocks one into the left field stands. That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is out of here. And that puts a run on the board. That makes it a 2-run game. Mark Teixeira, 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up at bat. 4-6. That's a blank. 4-1. And Teixeira gets on base. Next up is Jeff, who is 1 for 1 with her RBI. 5-2. Strikeout result. The 19 is too high. Here's his response to that. 3-6. And there's a fly out to Dukes. And 1 away. Teixeira still in first. 18 on the strategy die. The infield is still at double play death. Brian McCann, 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-1. Hit by pitch result. And that's going to put runners on first and second. 18 on the strategy die. They're still going to keep the infield in at double play depth. All right. The pitch. 2-4. That's a single. Teixeira's going to come home. Brian is going to stay at second. He gets the whole signal. And now this has become a 1-run lead. Infield's going to go back to normal. 19 on the strategy die. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Error on a ground ball. Possible. 1-3. That's a ground ball error. The 16 needed to be within the 1-14. That's too high. And we have a fielder's choice. So McCann's going to go to third on that. The 1 is within this range of 3. So the 3 is higher. No, runners on first and second, so he advances. And then the runner is forced out at second. They make the play there. And, of course, the 3 is higher than the 2. That's why. There. So it's higher than the ground, the GDP on the card. And that is going to be the out there. So runners are on the corners. Three, 5 at the ballpark for Tim Hudson, who's 0 for 1. 6-5. That's a blank. That is a rare play, and a pitcher possibly develops a blister on his hand. Check for injury to pitcher Odaeus Perez, and Perez will miss 8 games. And I am going to mark that down on my... I forgot to save it. I know another guy was... I have a DL list that I use to keep track of everything of when I know players are out of the game for the number of games that they miss. And that is on Washington, and yeah, I have a DL list that I like to use for when I play. So they're going to have to go to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Jason Bergerman. into this game. Jason Bergman, let's take a look at his standings as he's the pitcher here coming into the game. 2 wins, 11 losses, has a 5.09 ERA, a 139.2 innings pitched, 153 hits, 96 strikeouts, and 45 base on balls. So we're going to redo that play. Here we're going to redo the at bat. 5-1 once again is at the ballpark. Here's the pitch, 6-2, and that is a grounder out to second base. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Atlanta makes it now a 1-run game. Due up is Christian Guzman, lasting millions, and Ryan Zimmerman for the Nationals. We go to the top of the order. Tim Hudson facing off against Christian Guzman, who's 1 for 2. 6-5. Strikeout result, that's a 17, is too high. 6-5. And that is a single, and Guzman gets on base. We have a pickoff chance. 18 is too high for the bulk, so nothing happening there. Lasting Millions is up, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored in the game. 2-1. Question mark result on a 1-12. 16 is too high. 2-6. And that is a ground out to the shortstop. And it's a double play. The roll is equal to or less than the GDP roll. His rating is a 3. The die is a 2. That is a 6-4. Mark that one down as a 6-4-3. Double play. And got out of that jam in a real hurry there on the double play. Zimmerman 0 for 2. 5-4. Strikeout result 15. It's too high. 3-2. And Zimmerman is on base. Next up, Nick Johnson, who is perfect so far in the game. He's 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI scored. 7 on the strategy die. Here's the pitch, 4-1. That's a blank. We go to the batter's card, 5-5. That is a fly out to center field. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Kelly Johnson, Yuno Escobar, and Chipper Jones due up for Atlanta. Top of the 5th, the score is 3-4, Nationals. Here's the pitch from Jason to Kelly, 1-5. That's a walk. That's his first walk of the game. All right, we have a 20 for the pickoff. He doesn't have anything there, but just for sake, for clarity, it's a 16. 4-2. Possible error. 5-1. That is a fly ball out to Kearns in right field. The 20 is too high. And he gets the out. 1 away at the top of the 5th. Infield going to go to double play depth. Strategy rolls a 6. 1-5. That is another walk. All right, he walked 2. Infield going to go back to normal play. Chipper Jones walked. 9 on the strategy die. Nothing happening there. 4-1. Home run result on a 1-18. That's a 5. Anything in that 20 range, it's a 19. That's an automatic home run. And that ball is hit into right field. 3-run home run for Mark Teixeira. And the crowd boos. All right. Jason can face 6 more batters. 1 away, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. 3-1. Strikeout result. The 15 is too high. 3-5. That's a single. And Jeff gets on base. Strategy roll is an 8. Here's the pitch. 2-6. That's a blank. 5-6. And that is an out. 2 away. Strategy die is in 17. 3-5. Strikeout result, that's a 2. And that retires the side. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. The Braves lead by 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Austin, Paul, Elijah due up. Tim Hudson can face 4 more batters before he's tired. Says he can do this inning. We'll see. 2-3. That's a blank. Austin Kearns, by the way, is 1 for 2 in the game. 5-1. And that is a ground ball to second base. Ground out. 1 away. Paul DeLoca up. 0 for 2. 4-3. Possible error. 1-1. That is a fly ball to right field. Needed it to be a 1-3. That's a 6. And no error there. 2 away. And Eliza Dukes, who's 1 for 2. 3-1. Strikeout result, 18. It's too high. 6-5. And that is a ground out to the shortstop. No runs, no hits, no errors. Mark, Tim, and Kelly due up for Atlanta. Jason can face 3 more batters. So this is probably going to be his last inning. Here's the pitch. Mark Costa is 0 for 2, 3-3. That walk chance, 15 is too high. 4-6, that's a single. Six on the strategy die, nothing happening there for Tim. Here's the pitch to Tim, who is 0 for 2, 1-6, question mark. That's a fly ball out to center field. 12 on the strategy die, and they're going to go to double play depth. 6-6, strikeout result, an 11. That's too high. Takes 2 off. Yeah. 4-3. And that is a fly ball to left field. And 2 away. All right, here's the pitch now to Escobar, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. 6-2. Possible error on a ground ball. 5-3. And that is, Escobar gets on base. And Mark makes it to third. Pickoff chance on a 20. He doesn't have anything, but just to show, that is an 11. 2-2. That's a walk, and he loads the bases. Let's see if he can get out of this pickle. Here's the pitch. 6-2. Error on a ground ball possible. 4-6. That is a question mark 9. That's a home run. That's a grand slam home run for Teixeira. Brings them all home. And the stadium boos. Jeff Francar, who is 1 for 3. I'm not pulling him for some reason. They're going to leave him in. They only need one more out to get out of this inning. 4-2. Possible error here. 3-3. No error there. That goes out to Dukes in left field. So 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Ronnie, Jason, and Christian due up. Tim Hudson can face one more batter before he's tired. And they're going to let him do that. They're going to let him face this one batter, see what happens here. And it's Ronnie Beller, who is 2 for 2. 6-1, range play. At the ballpark, 3-2. That's a blank, that's a rare play. The left fielder crashes into the wall, chasing him to a deep drive. Resolved as a D7 range play. Check for injury after the play. If the left fielder fails to make the play, the center fielder picks up the ball with the hitter attempting a triple. Resolved as an S+8 with the play at third. Successful range play by Matt Diaz. Matt Diaz is injured and will miss 7 games. So that is our second injury for this game here. And Matt Diaz is out for 7 games. So they're going to go left field. They're going to bring in Martin Purdo to cover left field. And yep, 1 away. That's a fly out there. He got it though. 2-5. And that's a strikeout there to Jason Bergerman, who is 0 for struck out there. Christian Guzman, who's 2 for 3. So they're going to leave Tim in. They already got 2 outs. 1 more ends the inning there. 5-1. That is a hit by pitch result. That's a 0 for Christian. Doesn't get hit by the pitch much. 1-4. And that is a ground out to the shortstop. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Nationals. Due up is McCain, Martin, and Coste. So Mark Bergman is done for this inning. He's pitched 2 1/3 inning. Real quick before they bring in the relief pitcher, let's take a look at the stats for Bergman. He pitched 2 1/3 innings, had 5 hits, 7 runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 2 of those were home runs. There. So, as an ERA of 27.39, and Perez pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, had 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, and 1 hit by the pitch. He has a 7.30 ERA. And Tim's probably going to come out of this inning too. So he has a pitched 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikes, has a 4.5 ERA. So Jason Bergman's going to come out. We do have a left-right coming up. They are going to go with, we are in the 7th. Yeah, we're in the 7th inning. So they are going to, and I'm going to let the computer decide here. They're going to bring in Charlie Manning to pitch this inning. Charlie Manning, let's take a look at his stats. He was 1 for 3 in the regular season. No saves, has a 5.14 ERA, pitched 42 innings, 35 hits, 37 strikeouts, and 29 walks. Here's the pitch. As we go to the top of the 7th, 5-3. Strikeout result. The 17 is too high. 3-1. And that's a double. And Martin Perdo is in, and I gotta check to make sure I have a picture for him. All right, anyway, he's covering left field. Here's the pitch. 1-6. That's a strikeout result on a 17. The 17 is too high. 2-3. And that's a double. And the infield's going to go to double play depth. Here's the pitch. 2-5. Possible error. Marcos stays 1 for 3. 3-4. No error there. That's a fly out to left field. To left field. 1 away. Martin stays. Tim Hudson, who's 0 for 3. The pitch. 2-1. Walk chance. 6 is too high. 4-2. And that's a pop out to the third baseman. 2 away. Next up is Kelly Johnson, who's 0 for 3, does have a walk, and that is a 17. That is a blank. 3-2. And that's going to put runners on the corners. The 3 is less than the 4 to 6 range to bring him home. Escobar, 2 for 4 in the game today. 2 runs scored, 5-6. Possible error on a ground ball. 6-6. That is a question mark 7. On a 14, that's a double. Ground ball error. And that is a two-base error. And that's going to clear the bases. 14-4, Atlanta. And they are going to pull Charlie. On that error, the skipper comes out and takes the ball away. Let's see who the relief pitcher is going to be. We have a switch coming up. And Jesus Comer is going to come into the game. Let's take a look at his stats. He was 2 for 2 in the regular season, has a 4.31 ERA, 71 innings pitched, 61 hits, 55 strikeouts, and 35 walks. So he's going to try to get this last out here. 4-3. Hit by pitch. No, the 11 is too high. 1-4. That is a ground out to third base. And let's check. And that is the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. For the Braves, it is 14-4, and this has become a 10-run game. Tim Hudson is done for the Braves. We have right coming up, and they're going to bring in Buddy Carly. So let's take a look at his stats for right now. He's 2-0, won both of his games, has a 3.59 ERA, 62.2 innings pitched, 52 hits, 59 strikeouts, and 20 walks. It is 14-4. Here's the pitch to Milich, who's 1 for 3, 5-6, walk plus. He walks him. Next up is Ryan Zimmerman, who's 1 for 3. So we have 6-4. We go to the ballpark. 6-3. That is a fly ball to center field. 1 away. They're going to go to double play depth. Nick Johnson, 2 for 3 in the game today. 3-5. Strikeout result, a 7. That is strike 3. And he got him out. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Buddy to Alston. 1 for 3 with a hit. 2-5. That's a blank. We go to Alston's card. 3-5. And that is a fly out to left field. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 8th. Teixeira, Jeff, and Brian due up. Zeus can face 4 more batters. Here's the pitch to Mark Teixeira. He's 3 for 4. 6-2. Walked him. And he walks Teixeira. Next up is Jeff, who's 2 for 4. 4-4. Possible error on the throw. 3-5. No error there. That goes to first base. That is out there to cards. We have a 6 on the runner advancement. We have a 5. The lead runner is thrown out But if the trailing runner's BR is greater than or equal to the roll, he advances and Jeff stays. Jesus can face 2 more batters before he is tired. 6-5. That's a walk result. And next up is Martin, who's 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. 4-3-4. Home run result on a 1-11. The 12 is too high by 1. 5-6. Question mark 8 on a 6. That's a single. We have a 5 that is equal to or less than, and Jeff is going to come home, making this 15-4. Brian stays at second, does not advance. What do we do? What do the Nationals do? That is what they are thinking. They don't want to, they're going to go to the bullpen one more time. And they're going to bring in, we have a left-right coming up. Yeah, they're going to bring in Saul. No, yeah, they're going to bring in Saul for this. Let's take a look at his stats. He's 5 for 6 in the actual season. He has a 3.96 ERA, 84 innings pitched, 90 hits, 65 strikeouts, and 33 walks. Here's the pitch. 3-3. That's a walk. And he loads the bases. Now, Buddy Carlisle, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for him. They're not going to let him pitch. And Greg Norton is going to pinch hit for Buddy. All right. Greg Norton, right-handed batter, is pinch hitting for the pitcher. They're not going to let him hit. 2-3. Strikeout result. That's a 5. And they struck him out. We go to Kelly Johnson. Here's the pitch. 3-6. And that's strike 3. And that ends the inning. So, with that, we're going to need to bring in a new pitcher. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And I don't think they are going to bring in, let's see, we have a right situation coming up. And they're going to bring in Blaine O'Meal. 2-6, has 1 save, 5.88 ERA, 72 innings pitched, 73 hits, 67 strikeouts, and 21 walks. That was his regular season stats. And we go to the bottom of the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Atlanta on that one. So 1-3 at the ballpark. 2-3. And the catch popped up by the catcher, so he was able to make the catch on that one. 1 away. Elijah Dukes, 1 for 3. 2-4. Home run result. The 17 is in range of the 1-20. We need a 14 or less. The 16 is too high. 2-2. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. 2 away. Ronnie Bellard up. Here's the pitch. 5-5. Home run 4. And that ball is out of here. 10. That brings them up to 5 runs. Ronnie knocking one out of the park. And that is going to go to Saul. And of course, they're going to bring in the DH as well. And Pete Orr will be the relief, will pinch hit. Here's the pitch to Pete. 5-3. Strikeout result. The 20 is too high. 4-6. That is a ground ball to second base for the 3rd out. And they're going to bring in, we have a right switch. They're going to bring in Joel Harahan. And let's take a look at Joe's stats. He's 6'3", 9 saves, has had a 3.95 ERA, 84.1 innings pitched, 73 hits, 93 strikeouts, and 35 walks. Escobar is up on the bag, but as we know, no lead is safe in inside pitch. And will we see some 9th inning magic? Here's the pitch to Escobar. 4-5. Range play at the ballpark. 3-5. And that is a fly out to center field. 1-5 for Chipper Jones, who's 2 for 3 with a home run, a walk twice, and has an RBI. And that is a possible error. 2-4, question mark 7, and that is a fly ball to Dukes. No error there. Who makes the play? 2 away. Teixeira, 3 for 4. 6-4. Walk result. The 15 is too high, even with the adjustment to that. 5-6. And Teixeira gets on base. All right, 2 outs. Teixeira on, and Jeff Francoeur due up. He's 3 for 5, 1-4. Walk result, the 12 is too high. 4-4. And that is a single, and Teixeira is going to hold. All right, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. 3-2. Strikeout plus the 18 is too high. 1-3. Question mark 9 on a 15. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Guzman, Lestings, and Millage due up. They're going to pull Blaine. And they're going to go to their closer, Manny Acosta. Actually, they're going to go to Will. Will Holman. They're going to bring in their closer, who's one. Let's take a look at his stats here. He's 1 for 4, 4 for 1, has a save, 3.68 ERA, 58.2 innings pitched, 51 hits, 53 strikeouts, and allowed 18 walks. This is the Nationals are down by 10. That's a 10-run deficit. 3-4. Strikeout result. The 17 is too high. 2-3. Question mark at a 5. Guzman gets on. All right, Lasting is up. Here's the pitch to Lastings. It is a 3-3. Strikeout. That's a 5. Struck him out. 1 away as the crowd starts leaving the Nationals Stadium here, the Nationals ballpark. Ryan Zimmerman. 3-6. That is a blank. 5-6. That is a ground. That is nothing there for the ground ball, but that is a force out by Guzman. And Zimmerman takes first. The Nationals. The Nationals are down to the last out. Here's the pitch. 4-4. And that is a fatigue result. That is a fatigue result. They're going to quickly go and bring in Royce for this to finish up the game. Let's take a look at his stats since we've been looking at all of the pitcher stats. He's 2 for 1, 8.46 ERA, 22.1 innings pitched, 32 hits, 16 strikeouts, 7 walks. Like we said, the Nationals are down to the last out. It is a 2-3 home run result. On a 1-4, the 9 is too high. 5-5. And that is a ground ball to second base. And the Atlanta Braves defeat the Washington Nationals 15-5 in the Nationals home opener. Box score for that game. Atlanta wins it 15-5. Atlanta had 15 runs, 19 hits, 1 error. Washington Nationals had 5 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Your winning pitcher for today's game is Tim Hudson. The loser is Jason Bergerman. And I will see you back here next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay. Here. Take care, everyone. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.